Hello class, my name is Tamara Lopez and I'll be presenting the movie Upgrade and deep diving into the ethical issues of the plot. Upgrade is a 2018 sci-fi action film written and directed by Leigh Whannell, co-creator of Saw and Insidious. Leigh is an Australian screenwriter, actor, film producer, and film director. He is best known for films directed by his friend James Wan, including Saw, Dead Silence, Insidious, and Insidious Chapter 2. Leigh grew up in Melbourne, Australia, where at the age of 4 he developed an obsession with telling stories. Whether it be through acting, writing, or filmmaking, his primary love was getting a reaction from an audience. In 1995, at the age of 18, he was accepted into the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology's prestigious Media Arts course, where he met fellow filmmaker James Wan. In his second year of college, he landed the role of film guy on a Saturday morning TV show aimed at teens called Recovery in 1996. Filmed totally live in a studio and hosted by actual teenagers, the groundbreaking show was hugely popular down under and was the first to bring alternative culture to Australia's TV screen, featuring live performances from bands like Sonic Youth, Weezer, Public Enemy, Ben Harper, Pulp, and hundreds of more. Hosting the film component of the show, Leigh was lucky enough to interview people like Tim Burton, Peter Jackson, Russell Crowe, George Clooney, and eventually went on to host the show in 1999. Fast forwarding a little, Leigh and Blumhouse have collaborated on 7 projects in the last 10 years, including the Insidious franchise and Upgrade. Leigh creates movies which not only launches franchises, but fundamentally changes the landscape of their genre. Going further into the film, the movie is set in the year 2046, where modern cars fill the highways, yet early stage of existing technologies like driverless vehicles and home AI are still viewed as new luxuries, and cybernetics appear to still be either rare or expensive for most people. Set in the near future, technology controls nearly all aspects of life. When the world of Gray, a self-labeled technophobe, was turned upside down, his only hope for revenge is an experimental computer implant. Gray is a stay-at-home mechanic, and one day Gray asks Aisha to help him return a car to his client. On the ride home, Gray and Aisha's self-driving car malfunctions and crashes. Gray watches helplessly as Aisha bleeds to death next to him, and Gray returns home as a widowed quadriplegic under the care of his mother. His wife's death and the inability of police to identify their attackers causes him to sink into depression. After a suicide attempt, he is offered to have high-tech chip implanted, enabling him to walk. Though initially hesitant, he is persuaded to have this surgery. In a not-so-distant future, where machines have seemingly integrated into the multi-phase aspects of our lives, the world relies almost entirely on technology to do even the most complicated tasks for us. As a result, more and more, the old-school tech-shy car mechanic Gray is feeling like a fish out of water, a stubbornly analog man living in a brave new digital world. Then, suddenly, a terrible late-night incident robs Gray of his happiness, leaving him empty, quadriplegic. Now the genius tech Aaron King comes up with an offer promising Gray to bridge the painful gap between his unresponsive limbs and his brain with the aid of the latest state-of-the-art invention, the powerful STEM microchip, leaving Gray in an ethical dilemma. When reviewing the film, the term consequentialism stood out to me, being that consequences of an action determines the action's moral worth. The film follows a technophobe who's implanted with a chip that allows him to control the body after a mugging left him paralyzed and uses it for revenge. Though STEM is implanted in Gray's spine, the computer chip becomes more and more autonomous throughout the film until a terrifying truth about the technology is finally revealed. Gray's advanced human capabilities kept him alive and self-gaining the answers he wanted, but at the end of the movie he gained the grandest prize: his life. Another topic that surfaced on the film is modern applications for AI. AI has a unique ability to extract meaning from data when you can define what the answer looks like, but not know how to get there. AI can amplify human capabilities and turn exponentially growing data into insight, action, and value. Today, AI is used in a variety of applications across industries, including healthcare, manufacturing, and government. Here are a few specific use cases. Number 1. Prescriptive maintenance and quality control improves production, manufacturing, and retail through an open framework for IT and OT. Integrated solutions prescribe best maintenance decisions, automate actions, and enhance quality control processes by implementing enterprise AI-based computer vision techniques. The chip STEM is a system operating Gray's body to function. Gray speaks and gives STEM the commands to do the action he desires. Without STEM, he has no control of his limbs. Number 2. Speech and language processing transform unstructured audio data into the insight and intelligence. It automates the understanding of spoken and written language with the machine using natural language processing, speech-to-text analytics, biometric search, or live calling monitoring. In the movie, STEM sends vibrations that processes into audio. That leads him to hear STEM in his conscience. Number 3. Video analytics and surveillance automatically analyzes video to detect events, uncover identity, environment, and people and obtain operational insights. It uses edge-to-core video analytics systems for a wide variety of workload and operating conditions. In the film Upgrade, the authorities flown drones over the accident to identify the cause and the men involved in Gray's wife murder, except even the technology police had still wasn't effective enough. Yet STEM was able to track exactly who the person was with just a glance of the record report. And number 4, highly autonomous. And number 4, highly autonomous driving is built on a scale-out data ingestion platform to enable developers to build the autonomous highly autonomous driving solution tuned for open source services, machine learning, and deep learning neural networks. The self-driving car Gray's wife has was able to make predictions and choices of its own without a human being physically present in the driver's seat. They are built to be aware of things presently and futurely coming up. The movie Upgrade has a number of technological advancements, but emphasizes on body-modifying biomechanical enhancements. The dilemma of Gray is he literally had to adapt to his new change, this new world of technology, a world he felt discouraged human motivation and accomplishments. Gray became a lab rat without even knowing it, thinking he could control his mind until STEM became too aware and powerful and took over Gray's entire existence instead, leaving the audience in a jaw-dropping shock when he realized the cure in this case is actually worse than the disease. To conclude my presentation, I will most definitely recommend this film. It kept me on the edge of my seat the whole entire time. The plot twist is absolutely amazing, and the ending was overwhelmingly great. So grab that popcorn and that drink and enjoy the thriller sci-fi movie Upgrade. Thank you.